stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
To throw, it's Milroe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll try to get on the same page this time, 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get him down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback checking off. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Touchdown, Bama! What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive.
7, Oregon, 0. Number 14, set to kick this one.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Oregon 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Right back to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that a squat.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And that one's incomplete. after the misfire now on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. He looks that one in nicely. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of it.
When trying to get it to the running back, it's a really nice effort by him to try to make the catch, just couldn't.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's knocked down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Makes the grab. It's James. He's run out of bounds, but stop before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Now improvising. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It is perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback will audible. To the air. It's Milroe. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 17, Oregon 3.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man, it's Miller. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Still on his feet, and the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Easy completion on the shuffle. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Here's the score, Alabama 17, Oregon 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Gets away. The freshman able to get home with the sack. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Miller with the ball. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
First and 10.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Back to pass, it's rising. trying to get to it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They'll turn to Martinez. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. Slides away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And the Utes moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for room. It's Woods. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Utes are rolling down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Run in the red zone, it's Woods. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll give it to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
With the game score.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Number 23 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Got the back over the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was
Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Time to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Utes have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's rising. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Miami, 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
It's now 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Ward. Working the middle, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Canes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Might be looking to run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Utah, number 23, with the carry.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Ward. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Utah 21.
And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 36. Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Miami Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Keithy. Stopped after making the catch. The Utes in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just...
Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he got loose, it was all over. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Touch pass on the run. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Giving him his pads. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Utah 28, Miami 20.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Trying to get the corner. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Utes want to move quickly. Toss sweep to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Calls his own number. He just refused to go down, kept finding space, and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Dances away to buy time. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and the